My man says, I have a question. Help me out, please. My girlfriend for 4 months had sex with her friend in Miami, and a guy was also involved. She said her friend tricked her. Listen to this shit. She said her friend tricked her into inviting the guy, and she only knew on the plane there that a guy was going to be staying in the room. She got drunk and on Molly, and they sucked this guy's D, right? But he never penetrated her. And this happened for 2 nights. I found out about this because she told me the whole situation, and she is upset with her friend because she was put in that situation that she didn't want to be in. She and this girl has a little bit of history. They made out with each other alone 2 times last year before me. I really need your advice. What to do? Do I leave her ass, stay, or put her on the booty call list? For Tyler, I don't know if you knew. As a coach, sometimes you be thinking like, this shit can't be real. But I know it be real because these niggas be, I don't want to say these dudes be paying me for consultations for stuff like this. So I know it be real. Now I know the difference between a troll. Right? So, and I could tell by the type of language you're using. So basically, to sum this up, this guy had a girl who went on a trip to Miami with another guy and a girl and had a threesome. And she told him that the girl, the homegirl, tricked her into basically manipulated her into, manipulated her into having a threesome, and she didn't know that the guy was going to be staying in the room and blah, 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 blah. So that's what we have here. A guy whose girl views him as a sucker, right? So first and foremost, fellas, this is what I need y'all to do. Stop wifing, jump offs, and thoughts and skeezers and sluts. Stop it. Analyze your situation and you ask yourself, am I the player or I'm the sucker? You're more than likely the sucker, right? Stop. Just because they smile at you and rub on your head and give you some ass once every 2 weeks and they nice to you, don't mean that they what it is. Y'all be so needy for females and so needy for a girlfriend and the idea of consistent sex. And I say the idea of consistent sex because when you get with these girls, they don't give you consistent sex or consistent validation. But in your mind, this is why you want to lock a woman into a relationship, because you think that she's going to give you this to you. You're not going to get this consistent sex and this consistent validation from a woman unless if you're a sucker. It's not going to happen. But you guys are so needy that you allow anything. And to the point to where, you're so needy to the point to where you just falling in love. You miss all the signs and you falling in love with slut like hoes that's out here active. This girl is clearly out here in these streets active and you falling for it, bro. Like, y'all got to stop this shit. Y'all have to stop this shit. It is clear that this girl is a active woman. So we're going to say the SULT word. We're going to say active woman. That's going to be my code words. It's clear that this girl is an active woman. She's active in the streets. It is clear. Any woman who does hard drugs and drinks is active, period. Any woman who does hard drugs and drinks is active, period. Period. Y'all begin with junkies, and who fuck still do Molly anyway? But anyway, y'all begin with junkies and shit. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man. Because y'all be so needy. This is why you guys have to do something with your life. Y'all be so needy that you be so needy and so goofy that you just falling in love with active women, bro. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all have to stop doing that, man. That includes weed. Yeah, weed too. Weed too. Weed is so-so. Weed is so-so. Now, if she smoke all the time, all day, every day, 3 times a day, yeah. But recreational, I wouldn't say that she active. But if she smoke every day, multiple times a day, I believe that she's active. But fellas, y'all got to stop wiping jump offs, bro. This girl is clearly a jump off. It's not even that they thirsty; they just needy. Jack, they not even thirsty; they just needy for female. And like I said, it's not when they get with women like this, they don't give them consistent sex or consistent validation. But it's the idea. This is why guys try to lock women in, because they have this idea that the woman is going to give them consistent validation and consistent sex. And if you're a sucker, you're not getting that. You guys have to analyze and know if you're the sucker in the situation. Here's a good way to find out if you're the player or the sucker. And I may do a whole video on this. Right? Ask the girl about her last relationship, or not the last relationship, but the last dude that she was dealing with. Actually, you ask her, if you're trying to get serious with her, ask her about the last guy who she was dealing with. Right? Now, when you ask her about the last guy who she was dealing with, she's going to tell you he was an asshole. He had a bunch of girls and he wouldn't give me no time and blah, blah, blah. If you hear this, you know this guy's a player. So what happens is when women come from players and they hurt from players, they want the complete opposite of the player, which is the sucker. You understand? So if you get into a situation, and this is past just a fuck level. Let me be clear. This is past just smashing. But if it's starting to get, if y'all chilling and shit like that, and you like her, and she claimed to like you and shit, you want to ask her, because 9 times out of 10, when a woman, when a woman comes from something, she wants the complete opposite. She don't want to be reminded of what she just came from. You feel what I'm saying? She don't want to be reminded of what she just came from. So if you hearing about the last guy and he sounds like a player to you, you more than likely the sucker. I'm gonna probably do a whole video on this. Now, if you hearing, oh, he was too overbearing, he was just, he was jealous, he was insecure, he wouldn't give me my space, he sounds like a simp. You probably fucked her fast. You are in the right field. You right where you want to be at. Because when women come from simps and guys like that, they don't any fucking jealous triggers or any sign of you being weak in the beginning. If a woman just come from a simp who's overbearing and insecure and shit like that, or like a beta male type dude, any sign of you in the beginning that reminds her that you may be a simp or beta, like if you get insecure, or like, you display things that you might be a simp, or over complimenting, or double texting, or any little small thing, they get out of Dodge fast. Because when they come from simps, they usually don't want to deal with that again right away. So they go look for the players who understand, because they tired of that simp shit. You see what I'm saying? So if you listen to the girl and she's talking about the guy, he sound like a simp, you more generally, right? There's always exceptions to this, but generally, you in the right, you in the right arena. So that's how you know. So analyze your situation so you can know if you the player or the suckers, because they got a player or they got a sucker, right? Either you the player or you the buster, period.